This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. I want to appreciate all the support. I want to appreciate all the subscribers. I want to appreciate all my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all for coming and liking the videos and stuff. I appreciate that. Now, the fight continues. Now, I've been talking about a long time how what's going on in Virginia and stuff could spread, across the state line into my state here in North Carolina. And, here in North Carolina, we have a fight in our hands, too. We have the same gun grabbers. They're trying to, enforce these laws here. And, some news and stuff that I want to bring out. Now, when it comes to sanctuary cities in Virginia and stuff like that, here in North Carolina is ramping up. And, so I've been getting a little taste of information, especially here in North Carolina, because you have a lot of counties now. They're saying that they're not going to, support none of the unconstitutional gun laws and stuff like here in North Carolina. And, you have the anti-gun here in this state are trying to pass the same laws they are passing in Virginia, Kentucky, Missouri, Washington State, Florida, Indiana, all these states. I've been looking at all types of news that's out there. And like I said before, it's easy for the politicians to sit around and create gun laws. Now, we have a sheriff here, in Davidson County here in North Carolina said that he's not going to support no unconstitutional gun laws. He's just not going to force it. And, he told a whole board of committee that. And so, like I said, it's getting heated down here in North Carolina. It's getting very serious. And North Carolinians, we're going to have to come out. We're going to have to come out and vote. I'm talking about we can't sit back. You already know you're the governor of this state here, what he's trying to do and stuff like that. So, we're not going to let that happen. Now, some more stuff that we're here in North Carolina that interested me. Now, there was, you have about 50 GOP lawmakers said that they're planning to take a trip Monday to Virginia to support them and stuff like that for the 2A rally in Virginia. So that's good and stuff. So you have, a lot of lawmakers from North Carolina who's going to support them. And, they're not going to let these laws affect this state. So, we must back the lawmakers and stuff. Now, when it comes to the GOP and stuff like that, and the Democrats, we already know one side, which is the Democrats, that support all these laws that infringe on your Second Amendment rights. Now, when it comes to the GOP, we must vet them and make sure, we don't have sheep and wolf clothing. Now, we saw what happened in Florida. Now, the laws that was passed in Florida was led by, majority of, Republican lawmakers who passed these laws infringing on, gun owners down there in that state. So we must not be fooled that, you have some Republicans out there that would stab you in the back. They're pretending that hey, they're for your gun rights and stuff, and then turn around and stab you in the back. So, we already see how that's working out. So we got to open our eyes big and huge. And, so like I said, in my state, we got so many laws that's on the book. And, right now, the General Assembly been pretty much tied up and stuff installed. A lot of stuff been installed. I'm talking about, people keep asking me about the reciprocity here in North Carolina. And, right now, the reciprocity to me is pretty much on a standstill. So, we got a lot of fight. And, in order to get the reciprocity, we must keep winning back the majority and stuff to keep these laws from passing so we can get the majority, so we can pass reciprocity here in this state and stuff like that. Now, some more news. Now, I've been talking about Bloomberg. Now, Bloomberg has this huge strategy. In my state, he's been running massive ads and spending all kinds of money. We talked about that. Now, something interesting that Bloomberg has done. Now, he has put together, a billionaire team. Now, when I say a billionaire team, these is all his friends, his billionaire friends. Now, he put together a team. Now, he put together this team so they can help support him, run for president. Now, the part of this team, what this team is going to do is really fund a lot of the anti-gun politicians. That's pretty much what it is. He's saying that he's not getting support from them. He just want them to help support what he's doing and, his candidacy and stuff to run for president so he could, run against Donald Trump and everything. But see what he's basically doing now, Bloomberg is the biggest funders of the anti-gun organizations, the people who, just come after everybody. They're coming after, the toy companies and stuff about, making toy guns. I'm talking about, he's funding all the organizations that's flooding these states with all the anti-gun laws. And a lot of these politicians are pretty much taking Bloomberg money to get all public support money. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of these politicians, they get out there and, they take public money and donation stuff. But Bloomberg is giving them, X amount of cash to support his agenda. And that's what a lot of these politicians doing and stuff. We got them here in North Carolina. Bloomberg is funding people here in North Carolina and, got them pushing, the anti-gun laws and stuff like that. He's giving them a boost. And, this is all part of his plan. He's pretty much destroyed Virginia when it comes to their politicians. Bloomberg money is everywhere. And, I can't quit talking about it because he's doing so much. And, it's so much news coming from what Bloomberg is doing. So now he's putting together a big team now, billionaires. These are all billionaires, team of billionaires, his friends and buddies. And what they're going to do is pretty much just hit the market, just inject the anti-gun market with millions and millions of dollars so they can push even harder when it comes to the gun law. That's why as citizens all across this country, I don't care what state you in, we must get out and vote. We can't sit back. We can't think. We can't try to let these gun organizations try to, do all the lobbying and fighting and stuff. This is where this money is going at. When it comes to lobbyists and stuff, when it comes to these gun laws, Bloomberg and his team, they're spending massive amount of money lobbying. They're paying all these lobbyists and stuff to go flood these cities and states and towns and stuff with all the, infringement laws and stuff. That's the reason why they're coming out. This is the reason why we're in the position that we're in now. And, when it comes to the gun organizations and stuff that we have right now, the GOA and stuff, we must fund the organization. They're going to need money. We can't sit back and, they're going to have to spend money on ads, TVs, and, they're going to have to do all the same thing that the anti-gun is trying to do to take away our gun rights in this country. So whatever organization that you like, hey, donate. I got a big donation I'm going to give to one of my organizations and stuff like that. To fight off the gun laws here in North Carolina and stuff. I'll be talking about that and stuff like that. But I know you have organization in Virginia. A lot of people. I think it's the some citizen organization. I can't think of the name right now, but I get back to you and talk about that too because I want to talk about that organization in Virginia that need our help in Virginia and stuff like that, support. So, the GOA and all them, hey, fund all the organizations. If you want to fund the NRA, I know a lot of people have a lot of, disappointment when it comes to NRA. But, Bloomberg had made a speech a while back that I had talked about. And, he said one thing that he wanted to do was to pretty much collapse the NRA. I'm talking about, he said, if we can collapse the gun organizations and stuff like that, to break down the walls and stuff, to get to where we need to get at, then that's what we're going to have to do. And he's been doing that. He's been trying to break down the walls of all these gun organizations, not just the NRA, but even the other ones and stuff. And it's going to cost money. And he know that. That's the reason why he putting together this billionaire team so he can flood the market with nothing but money, people. And I'm talking about this guy, I'm talking about his whole plan, like I've been saying, for months now, is he's trying to saturate the market with his money, his policy, anti-gun policies and stuff like that. I'm talking about he pretty much bought the politicians. I'm talking about, they said early on, I was reading an article early on before all these gun laws were even talked about in Virginia, how, the politicians even put it out. Bloomberg has already injected money in that state. I'm talking about when the last campaign, he was injecting money in that state. And now it's all sinking in and starting to come out with these laws and stuff. This is not just happened 6 months ago or a year ago. They've been planning this for years. And you look at a lot of these states that's pretty much been transforming from red to blue. The Democrats been gaining seats and stuff like that in a lot of these states. And another thing that people are not talking about when it comes to gun laws and stuff in this country, the reason why the anti-gun, the Democrats has been pretty much gaining and getting these seats and stuff, they've been doing redistricting, redistricting the areas and stuff like that. They've been doing this for a long time. Even when Obama was in office, they were redistricting and, doing all these different zones and stuff and pretty much trying to get all the votes and stuff to come out of the cities and these states and stuff like that, where the population is real high. They've been trying to pretty much capitalize on that because that's how they've been winning here in my state. They focus on these cities and stuff and they're pushing all these gun laws and stuff. And this election here, now I can't stress this enough. This election will be solely about gun policies in this country. I'm telling you, gun policy. All the anti-gun, all the Democrat politicians, all they have been running off of is gun policy in this country. They're ramping it up. They're pushing it. Every time we have an event in this country, That's when you notice when we have any event that the anti-gun media highlights and stuff when it comes to these gun shootings and stuff like that. Everybody jumps on it. People coming on TV. The last one we had in Texas, the church shooting, Bloomberg, he's talking about it. Joe Biden, all these people jump in the media. They want to make press conferences and stuff to get, to talk about all these, these gun policies that they need to put in place. But at the end of the day, with all these policies and gun laws that we have in place, people, look, crime is still happening. Shooting is still happening. So it's not working. They need to focus. The major problem in this country is they're not actually focusing on the issue. They're making the issue worse. And that's all the gun policies been doing, just making it worse. So I want to appreciate the sheriff here in North Carolina, the sheriffs in Virginia, all the officers and stuff that is not going to enforce the unconstitutional laws against the citizens in this country. So I appreciate that. And, I appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody watching and stuff like that. Appreciate all the new subscribers. So I'll be coming with more information. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.